Welcome and thank you for taking the time to learn about the I-83 East Shore Section 1 project. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation and the Federal Highway Administration are developing this project in coordination with Dauphin County and Lower Paxton Township. The project team values your interest in this project and is actively working with the community to minimize disruptions and impacts to residents, businesses, and motorists. The project is located on I-83, a key link in the Capital Beltway, which encircles the city of Harrisburg. As part of the National Highway System, I-83 serves as an important transportation hub connecting people and goods. I-83 is also an essential travel corridor for people who live and work in and around the greater Harrisburg region. This project is one in a series of improvements on I-83 to address aging infrastructure, safety, and congestion. Motorists on the interstate confront traffic incidents, difficult merge and exit maneuvers, and maintenance activities on a daily basis. The original pavement and bridges that were built in the 1950s have deteriorated to the point where total replacement is required. To address these concerns, PennDOT partnered with local stakeholders, including the Harrisburg Area Transportation Study, to develop the I-83 Master Plan. Public participation played an important role in the plan. PennDOT met with community groups, held public meetings, and launched a website to share information. The 2003 Master Plan established 4 sections between I-81 and the York Split to advance the recommendations. The project begins south of the Union Deposit Interchange and continues north on I-83 to the I-81 interchange. At this time, preliminary engineering has been completed and the roadway alignment has been set. The project is located in a densely populated area with many businesses, homes, and historic and environmental resources. PennDOT plans to use strategies such as retaining walls and sound barriers to reduce the footprint of the project and minimize impacts to the community and environment. The project will avoid impacting the Shoup Cemetery at the Jonestown Road interchange and the historic Hayne House along Valley Road. Every effort was made to minimize impacts, and the project received environmental clearance as required under the National Environmental Policy Act. As PennDOT was progressing engineering and environmental studies, the availability of American Recovery and Reinvestment Act funds prompted an early action project to improve safety at the Jonestown Road interchange. As part of the project, the southbound exit loop ramp was removed. Traffic now exits the interstate and approaches a new traffic signal for easy access to destinations along Jonestown Road, including the Colonial Park Mall. The removal of the loop ramp eliminated conflicts and made it easier for motorists to enter and exit I-83. Since the improvement was completed in 2010, there has been a 70% reduction in crashes in this area. With the 2013 passage of Act 89, the Comprehensive Transportation Funding Plan, PennDOT is moving forward to construct the project. Construction will be phased into 2 contracts. The first will include replacing 3 overhead bridges, along with improvements on Route 22 and the Jonestown Road interchange. The second contract will include the widening of the I-83 roadway and structures, along with retaining wall and sound barrier construction. Let's take a closer look at the improvements planned as part of Contract 1. To accommodate the widening of I-83, the Union Deposit Road Bridge will be replaced and widened. In Contract 2, the interchange ramps will be reconstructed in conjunction with the widening of I-83. New sidewalks will be constructed along both sides of Union Deposit Road to improve pedestrian access and safety in the interchange area. Upon completion of Contract 2, new sidewalks will extend along both sides of the highway from Briarsdale Road to East Park Drive. The Route 22 Jonestown Road interchange ramps will be reconfigured from a cloverleaf to a modified diamond interchange. This will eliminate 2 of the 3 inside loop ramps and add a new traffic signal on Jonestown Road. The existing bridge will also be replaced to accommodate the widening of I-83. The existing ramp from eastbound Jonestown Road to southbound I-83 will remain in place until Contract 2, when it will also be reconstructed. Portions of Route 22 Jonestown Road will be reconstructed and new sidewalks will be added along the roadway from South Franklin Street to Colonial Road, improving access for both pedestrians and motorists. As part of the interchange reconfiguration, the existing connection between Jonestown Road and Hollywood Street will be eliminated. To accommodate residential access, Hollywood Street will be converted to a two-way street with a turnaround at the southern end of the street. The Elmerton Avenue Bridge will be replaced and lengthened to accommodate the widening of I-83. During construction, the bridge will be closed to traffic. Access will be provided through a detour. The bridge closure may inconvenience those who live along the road and frequently travel on Elmerton Avenue, but this strategy cuts construction time in half and shortens the disruption to local traffic. Let's take a closer look at the Contract 2 improvements. I-83 will be widened evenly from the existing center line of the highway from Piper's Lane to I-81. This will expand I-83 from 2 to 3 lanes in both directions. A fourth lane will also be added in each direction to connect the on and off ramps between interchanges, allowing local traffic to easily enter and exit the interstate. This increases the roadway to 8 lanes total in these areas. In addition, the median and outside shoulders will be widened to improve access for emergency responders and allow disabled vehicles to be moved from the travel lanes quickly when needed. Retaining walls will be used to minimize the footprint of the project, and sound barriers will help to lessen the impact of highway noise. To accommodate the widening, the bridge structures that carry interstate traffic over the local roads, Londonderry Road, Magullis Boulevard, and Locust Lane, will be reconstructed and widened. The structures carrying I-83 traffic over Valley Road will also be widened. The widening of I-83 will impact adjacent properties and include some relocations. Retaining walls and steepened embankment slopes will be constructed to minimize these impacts. PennDOT's representatives will help impacted property owners through the right-of-way acquisition and compensation process. Property acquisition for Contract 1 is anticipated to begin in late 2014 and continue through the end of 2015, with Contract 2 property acquisition anticipated to start in late 2015 and extend through 2017. Noise is an important concern with any transportation project. PennDOT monitored noise levels throughout the project area during peak traffic periods. With this information, computer models were used to predict how the existing noise levels might change as a result of the project. Through this process, PennDOT determined that sound barriers are warranted for several residential areas along the corridor. PennDOT will host noise meetings with these communities in 2015, where residents will determine if they want a sound barrier and consider design options, including the texture and color of the barrier. Affected property owners will be contacted directly to participate in the noise meeting. PennDOT will continue to meet with emergency service personnel, local hospitals, school districts, and other stakeholders to discuss the proposed construction schedule, detour routes, and to develop plans, which will ensure that delays in response times are minimized. PennDOT is currently in the final design phase of the project, which includes completing surveys, finalizing engineering studies, preparing right-of-way construction plans, and completing applications for environmental permits. The current schedule anticipates construction on Contract 1 to begin in mid-2016, with Contract 2 anticipated to follow in 2018. Construction is expected to be complete by 2021. This project is the first in a series of projects planned to improve travel along the I-83 portion of the Capital Beltway. Please visit the project website, i83beltway.com, for more information, to provide feedback, and to register for email updates. thank you for your time. PennDOT appreciates the participation of the community and local stakeholders throughout the process.